Hey, what's up? So, I got a cooldown from matchmaking for 24 hours, and I thought, what better way to spend the normal time that I play, anyways, to create a video instead. So, I decided to make this video. And while I was thinking, what should be the title of the video, or what should the video be about? I mean, it came naturally, right? So the plan is we go Lina with Basher, right? So the thing is, we have to itemize first, right? How do we move towards Basher? Right, 25 attack speed looks really nice, right? So we will go for that, maxing attack speed. So we will put them into agility mode, and let's see, by level 11 we should have Basher, right? So I wonder if Basher should be our like first item to get, or how does that work, right? Because I was thinking to, like, let me show you the full build right now. Not full, but like almost full, right? So it goes like this. We're going to max our attack speed, but while we're doing that, we're maintaining some amount of damage as well, right? So these items are great, the chance to bash, right? But then we need to increase our range as well, right? So we will increase our range, and it would look something like that, right? So let's create an enemy, and a bunch of hearts. So we're gonna max our third ability. That's really important. Okay, we're axed, we're moving around, we get bashed. Now we got the 3 stacks. So you get bashed again. I'm gonna call. Oh no, we got bashed again. The bash is not that frequent, so I think it's 10%, right? The bash chance is 10%, so like, if you're doing 10 hits, one of those hits will launch the bash. So the one guaranteed way is to have at least one bash is this, I think. So first we will do this. Let's see if we get a bash. No, we still didn't. It's 50% chance, right? Because it's 5 attacks. Okay, let's try again. This time it should bash. There we go. So it's like 50% chance. Let's try it again. Yeah, he got bashed. One more time. Yeah, see, now he didn't get bashed. Okay, this might not be as effective as I thought. But it sounds fun. It sounds fun, really. So we have to try to let's level to max, right? We will definitely take this one, and we will definitely take the range. The last two matter. These are up to you. If you want a little bit of magic beforehand, or if you want 350 health is really nice too. But more damage. It's already 360 damage, so 130 more is kind of good, like 7-second cooldown. And then if you have the cooldown reduction as well, you will have 5.5 second of dragon slave. Up to you though, up to you. So let's try again. And you cannot finish the enemy by the bash alone, right? You need to sustain damage too. And this will keep on triggering. One more thing I was thinking. Diffusal blade, right? And now he has no mana, but well, he would have a lot of mana. Level enemy to max. Now it's a 10,000 HP. Max, right? Now the mana is going really quickly. Soon he will have no mana. So, and we haven't completed our items yet, right? These are like, okay, I think the Fusel Blade is one of the key item, I would say. You can finish it to Abyssal, because if enemy gets close enough, you can definitely, you can slow them and cast abilities, right? I missed, but you get the point, right? That's bash, and then you're like, well, I'm gonna call, but you get stunned, and then you get done to you like that, and then you can Shadow Blade. It's pretty cool. But Manta is not really necessary, I would say, right? Okay, MKB is necessary because it will sustain your damage, right? But you can replace it with this one. These two are great options too, because if you're not getting bash, bash is a lot, right? Because I mean it's 10%, so even with maxing out your attack speed. Well, speaking of maxing out attack speed, well, I love how much things you can go in this game, right? So let's refresh, okay? And let's buy 2 wards so we can see. There we go. And let's put it here down. And then we will okay. The thing is that when you don't have any mana, you can't do anything. Well, they can pop BKB, right? By the time you try to finish it up, right? So that's one thing. But you right-click damage, right? That's really important. So well, you can go crit too. There's so many options. I'm just flabbergasted by, as I'm thinking about the options that we can go for. It's just amazing. So we can do something like this. We can go for this one, right? We should eat this, right? So we can try this. You have no mana and you get stunned. And I can't recall. Yeah. Well, that is not a real life scenario though, right? Imagine if he pops BKB, right? Why can't I move to stash? Because I keep hitting? Alright, that's weird. Right. So he came here, he calls me, he's hitting. We do this. Get the stack, send him away. We haven't used our ultimate yet, and I mean he has no mana. So what if you do this and he pops BKB, right? Now it's coming towards you. Okay, the great thing about bash is it goes through BKB. So you stun him, you do this, And do this. Stun him again. He's already break. He's not spinning. Oh. But I wonder if Manta is good. I don't think it will be because Lina generally like don't have good attack speed. It's only because of the passive, and the passive only gets activated if a skill is used, and the thing about illusions is they cannot use active skills, so the passive won't be activated. So if only illusions are hitting it, they're gonna take forever to burn the mana, and in 2-3 spins it's dead. So illusions are not the way. However, Basher, I still feel Basher. There's something we can do with the Basher. About increasing attack speed, we can further increase our attack speed by a lot and damage to Bloodthorn. That's why I was saying that it's fantastic, the things that we can do in Dota, right? So he pops his BKB, and then you're like, okay. Oh, where's the Basher? Did I drop it? I sold a Basher. What? Wait, never mind. We need the Basher. Okay, well, you can actually in the end game, maybe you can even sell that, right? So you do have the Basher though, because we're building around Basher just for fun, guys, just for fun. We're not going the most effective thing in the world. We're just doing it for fun. So you're silenced. You're taking a lot of damage, and the damage you take will be amplified even further by the final thing, right? So if I do this, I ulti him, and he took a lot of damage. Well, I think he will take more damage by just right click. Let's do this. Let's see the duration when it ends. Yeah, by the time the duration ends, he's dead. So, well, the only thing is that you have to wait for the blacking bar. And the one thing you can do, if you don't get called, like when you're called, well, you'll be lucky if you can get a bash on him. If you bash him, right? If you bash him, that's even more seconds off the BKB. So let's see. He comes to you, and you cannot stun him because he pops the BKB and does this, right? But first you bash him and do this. And then, well, he's trying to run, but he'll die. You'll catch up, right? You'll catch up. And one more thing, you will be using this on yourself, so more damage return eventually. And he cannot spin, remember. When you break him, he cannot spin, so that's a really great thing for us. But if he gets, well, if he gets one item, you're mostly useless. It's excellent item for X against not only Lina, but like anyone with a lot of attack speed, which is Shard. So I'm going to show you. If he buys Shard, right? Now you will see, even though we're using Bloodthorn, we're dealing no damage. And we're dead. You see how fantastic of an item it is. So if you're playing this build against Axe and he has this, then good luck. That's all I can say. And if you're not doing, if you're not buying Aghanim Shard on Axe, I don't know what's wrong with you. It's such a fantastic item. It's absolutely fantastic. Like, you're going many hearts and many armor items and even PKB, but that will not protect you in the end of the day as much as counter Helix with Aghanim Shard will protect you, right? So one thing is, if you've disabled him, right, with this, see, he's hitting you, right? I mean, you're hitting him. But now you have stacks. But now you have stopped him from moving, so he cannot further put it down. But you still have minus 200. Do you understand? Do you understand that if he gets his charges on you, you have no way to deal with that? Well, maybe blacking bar. Let's see if blacking bar actually works on that. Where are we? He needs to spin. Yeah, blacking bar removes it. So we can do this, and he's dead. He should be dead. Oh, he's not dead. Okay. Well, we could bash him, but the bash didn't work. I mean, we could use the Abyssal Blade. What do we do here? Well, I think I'm thinking too much about this one. And I'm literally playing against the hard counter to this build. And that is the worst case scenario. In actual games, you'll probably will be playing with or against OD because he's like in every second game. OD with a Meteor Hammer. If not, then maybe a Smurf Terror Blade or Naga Siren or something like that. Or, well, Pudge is always banned, so we don't talk about Pudge. Well, against anyone else but Axe with the Aghanim Shard, I think Lina with the Bash can be potential fun experience. Now, I wouldn't recommend this for you to try in rank, but if your rank is really low, I think it's better than whatever else you will be doing anyways, right? If you're like Archon and below, I think you're fine with experimenting and trying this out, right? Because everything else, all of your other itemization is correct, right? Almost correct. Well, you know what is correct and what is not, right? Because it's really subjective. So you will probably need blacking bar if you want to win game. Let me just put it out there, because in very high percentage of the games you will need to not get locked down, stunned, hexed, silenced. Well, silence doesn't matter to you. You're right click basically, mostly right click. So but there's just so many other things that can be a hassle if you do not opt to go for blacking bar. So you need to adjust that somewhere. As I said, Lina has already, but Lina's base movement speed is really low. So after a lot of effort, you can have enough. With 2 charges, you have enough movement speed as a normal hero, right? And then you have a little bit more when you have the complete 3 stacks. 3 stacks are the max, right? 360 more movement speed. Yeah. So if you could have, obviously, if you're not 6 slotted and like you don't have this, then you have this instead. It can still somewhat work, right? Again, not against Axe. And your enemy X will not be 9000 HP, right? Maybe you can kill him before he does something. Usually there are like 3k to 4k max HP. If he's not buying multiple hearts. Without multiple hearts, he cannot go beyond 5k, right? So beyond 4k. So it's like 3k or 4k, right? So which is basically this. You see, even with 2 hearts, he's not. 2 hearts in a BKB is not like 6k, he's like 5k. So if you remove 1 heart, this is much more realistic, right? And then we have this. It's still not 5k, but it is much more than I thought. Almost 5k, right? So if he comes to you and does this thing, but he will melt so quickly. Just look at this. You see now, you see the percentage of the bar going down so much faster because his total HP is much lower. You can definitely get a Ita and Aghanim thing too, because it's pure damage. No matter what your build is, eating an Aghanim is excellent, super excellent. Right. So the thing is that if you silence them and bash them and stun them, there's nothing they can do, right? But I think it still needs a little bit more of customization, right? So you need this for engagement, right? You need this to sustain the damage throughout the range when enemies trying to escape or not. This can be replaced in the late, like super late game, with Eye of Skadi. Eye of Skadi will not only reduce the HP regen that the enemy has, but it will reduce their movement speed as well, which is kind of the same thing because you're trying to land as many hits as possible. That is why you need the range, right? Mostly, and from a safe distance. This will do quite a lot. This will give you a lot of stats too, and you're almost as tanky as Axe himself. So this is not a joke. Yeah, so pure damage is also nice. It's like 20% of his HP going by just one spell. And then you can do this. And then he's like, I'm gonna pop my BKB, and you know, by that time it's too late. Well, this is not an accurate example, as I'm saying. It's going to be different when you actually play the game. But it's worth a try, worth to have fun, right? And I will demonstrate it when I can, when I will play, probably tomorrow. And we will play a game with Basher on Lina. So consider this as just a rough sketch of what is possible. And the possibilities are really endless. You can, well, there's one more thing. Again, there's one more thing that you can go instead of Scotty. You can go this. So, like, we're Shadowblade up, right? Let's start from beginning. Let's start from the engagement strat, right? So we're Shadowblade up. We do this, and then insta stun. And he's trying to run, and then we do this. We do this, and he's dead. Well, he's not dead, but I didn't click this. I thought he will die, so I don't have to click it, but I forgot that he has shards, so he reduced all of my damage, and that's why I didn't die. So remember to pop your BKB too if you need to, and this. If you don't do this, Bloodthorn is really important for you to get successful kill, right? So you come here, la da dee da, he's going, and you're like, bro, where are you going, bro? And you're like this. Now, even if he pops Blacking Bar over here and he's trying to run away, right? You still can catch up with him and he will die. Your attacks will reach him, right? So, let's demonstrate again. You're here. And first you have to hit and then insta-X, right? Right click. Just like that. I clicked on Shadowblade by mistake, but you get the point. So you need to remember to press all the buttons. There's a lot of buttons, though. I'm not gonna lie, right? So he will not get a chance to press BKB. And as I said, even if he does, if it's not Axe and somebody else, you can get a kill on him. But even on Axe, you can get a kill on him if you maintain your distance and not get affected by his start ability, which you will probably not if you're the one engaging. If you're just wildly just looking, you know, doing whatever, and a wild Axe appears and calls you, well, you don't have to panic, right? First of all, you will stun him if he's not BKB'd up. He could do this, right? He could be like, I see Lina, I'll do this, right? And if he does this, then, I mean, he's really not a good player because he shouldn't do that. Because, well, the only reason he would do that is he's in fear that I will hex him before he could land the call. But the call is instant. But hex is almost instant too, so. Well, call is not instant. There's like a 1 second thing. 1 second thing where you can dodge. But I don't think anyone can react that fast. Like from Fog of War, Axe will come. Look at this. I'm refreshing. I don't know what's going on. And well, he will pop BKB sometime around here, right? So remember your BKB too, because even if he has stacks on you, like if he will do it like here. Now, Our damage is going down. Now we have no damage. We will pop BKB. Our damage is returned. We will do this. We can bash him. We can do this. Okay, never mind, because we didn't Shadow Blade and BKB in the right time. His stacks again cashed up. Oh my god. How do I show it to you perfectly? This is a disaster. Running. Well, imagine he was a chicken earlier. I just cannot press buttons for the life of me right now. But if you're any better than me, I'm sure you can press all the buttons, right? Damn it, this build is so hard. What the hell? I thought it would be an easy and fun build. Well, it is fun, but it's not easy by any means. You have to press a lot of buttons to get a kill on. Well, I would love this build against a Slark, right? You see a Slark going here. Select enemy hero? Yeah, Slark. Select enemy hero, Slark. Where is he? Okay. Well, you know what? You get the point. It's a fun build. And I think the video's been way too long. Me talking about it. And it would be much more fun to actually show you guys instead of talking about the meta. Like, the one more thing I want to tell you, I don't play Lina at all, right? I just know the most popular items that people go for Lina in various brackets, and I know how the items work. I know her skills, so that is why I thought of this one, right? But it's not like that I'm an expert player of Lina, because somebody might prefer to go for a Blink Dagger instead of a Shadow Blade, right? And you can do that, by the way. You can, instead of this, what you can do is go for Swift Blade, which is actually a little bit more better, right? So you come here, you do this. Okay, half of the hits are to the creeps. Never mind that, you didn't see that. And then some stacks caught up. Wait, what? Hey, that didn't go away after I press BKB. No, I see what's happening. Even if you press BKB, and if you start hitting, and if you start spinning, oh my god, because his turret ability goes through BKB. Jesus Christ. This has been more challenging than I thought. So his turret ability goes through spell immunity. Spell immunity means blacking bar. When we activate, we're spell immune, right? So since his turret ability can go through BKB, he will start gaining charges again. So you need to maintain distance. That is really important. So you don't blink in like the way that I'm doing. That's absolutely silly. Like, not on top of him, but where you can hex him and hit him like that, something like that, a little bit away, and not in level 30, because when X is level 30, then he have a big range of call. Like, I was hitting him from here, right? X has that range of call. No, wait, what is it? Yeah, that's the range. So please, when you do it like from here. Is that? There we go. I mean, if he popped the BKB, he would have survived that again if I stopped hitting, but I would have not stopped hitting, right? So, damn, I'm actually not really good at the game. I just realized it's really hard to execute the plan that I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking about this Basher build, which is actually kind of hard to execute. And the effectiveness is relatively sus too. But I will try my best to demonstrate it. Again, no matter how much I give explanation or how well I can articulate my word and thoughts, it's still still going to come down to what is the reality and how does it feel like to use Lina with the Basher in real time, right? In a real match. So I will try play a rank or unranked. We'll see, and I will share the results. Probably might even stream, but I'm not sure. The streams are not really what do you can say? Not really. You can't really trust the streams, right? Because connection issues are really prevalent. But you will see it in action. And even if I am unable to do so for some reason, life happens, please show me your result of trying with Basher. You can share your, I don't know, your video or stat or screenshot, whatever, or just leave it in comment your experience. Have you tried building Basher? And would you want me to create a series of videos like this where I go through different builds that you can go on different heroes that can be fun? Because I don't know if I'm able to demonstrate them correctly. I think most people can play better than me, right? So most people can execute those builds much better than I. So with that said, I hope you take care of yourself and enjoy the game, enjoy your life. I will see you and I'll see you. Please take care of yourself and have yourself a damn good one. Peace.